Hey guys, what's up? It's Frida here. Um, just want to. This video is going to be a funny story video. Excuse me. This is going to be the funny story video that I wanted to bring you. When I went to the Social Security office, and I did get my Social Security card today. Well, it's Sunday, but I haven't been because of my broken foot. I haven't been in the mailbox in 5 days. So, yeah, that happened. So, picked up a bunch of mail. Wasn't good. A lot of it was bills. Just having my Ocean Spray cran grape drink, juice. Was a little thirsty. Okay, so the funny story is I went to Social Security office in Trenton, New Jersey, and you have to, well, now a lot of them you have to tell them why you're there, or you have to put in your Social Security number. Now, mind you, the computer where you put your Social Security number is not closed in or anything. So if you're punching, it comes up, it appears in X's. But if someone's standing next to you, they can, or behind you, they can still see what your number is when you're punching it in. So I'm covering it like this, and I'm putting my number in, and I got the paper, or at least give you a little piece of paper, and it tells you number, blah, 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 or whatever. So me and my friend Pam go sit down, and we're chatting. There was a gentleman. It was funny to me, but there was a guy and a girl that got called up to a window, and the guy is bitching at the guy. Now there's bulletproof glass, mind you. There's the guy and the girl, and then the guy behind the glass. And he's bitching about something, and then all of a sudden he blurts out loud, I don't know why anybody would want everybody to know what's going on with them, but he blurts out loud, "Every time I go to jail, I come back and forth. Every time I've been in jail, I have to bring this piece of paper to you," or something like that. And I'm and we're sitting there, and we're wow, I'm thinking to myself, well, dude, if he stayed out of jail, he was complaining that he had to go back and forth to his Social Security office, every time he went to jail. So I'm thinking to myself, well, duh, dude, if you, stayed out of jail, you wouldn't have this big headache. He's just he was just yelling it and blurting it out, and I'm I jumped when he did that, and I'm wow, you want everybody to know you're in and out of jail? I wouldn't want anybody to know I'm in that, or if I was in and out of jail, I wouldn't want anybody to know that. Really? But I was oh my god, I'm laughing to myself, and my friend Pam is what are you laughing at? So I told her, and she's like, oh boy. I just thought that was funny because people bring shit on themselves. It's I'm sorry, it just made me laugh because I thought it was something I watched the Shay Show. That's the gentleman that does rehabs. I always talk about him all the time. He's I like that the YouTube videos that he has. And he's always talking about Pookie and Ray Ray, and how they steal ATM machines, and they keep breaking into all of his buildings and stealing stuff. Then they broke into this this poor lady's doing her bills at the table, and they broke. He's and Pookie and Ray Ray broke into her house while she's writing her bills at the table, and stole tools and her television set, and I'm like, and he has like, you know, like different things. And then last night I was watching Jail, or I forget what it's called. Oh, Lockup. Yeah, Lockdown or Lockup or something. And it was in Hackensack, New Jersey, and I'm like, the Bergen County Jail, and I'm like, oh my God, like I just thought of that guy when I saw that. I'm like, maybe that guy was like in that jail or something, but he might have been in Trenton State Jail, or I don't know what county that is, but or he might have even been in Trenton State Prison for all I know. And you know, I'm like, wow. Like, I would not want anybody to know, like, if I was, like, in jail. That would be the most, like, humiliating thing on the planet. I mean, this girl, I made this friendship videos about this girl, twice, like, two females, two girls, was, like, trying to get me in trouble, and in with things that I don't do. And I'm like, I gotta admit, I'm dumb enough. I shouldn't say I'm dumb, but like, people have like really stabbed me in the back. I trusted these people, and they've really stabbed me in the back and got me caught up in like crap, and like I'll tell you the one story. The girl, I have to admit, I was drinking, and I was very young. I was probably like 21 or 22 years old, and I shouldn't have been hanging out with this dude in the first place, because he was like probably in his like 50s. Yeah, I think he was like in his 50s. And I'm over here like homeless. Well, I was not homeless. I was staying at this girl's house. Was supposed to be a friend of my brother's from school. She had this big mad crush on my brother. I guess when they were in the 6th grade. I don't know, whatever. In high school or something. I don't remember what it was. And she was like all over my brother. That's all I remember. But what happened was, I was kind of like, I had a house, and then it got flooded out, and then I went to this other person. No, I'm sorry, that was before that. I apologize. I was having problems with my mom. That's what it was. My mom and her boyfriend or whatever, but we were like homeless or something. Or actually no, like, well, he was an alcoholic, and I can go into that whole thing. My mom's boyfriend was a serious freaking alcoholic from Kentucky, and he used to like to get up in my face all the time. So I said screw it, and I just started like hanging out at people's houses and sleeping at people's houses, and he tried to throw me out of the apartment and blah blah blah, and I was like, screw you, asshole, screw you, I'm just leaving. And my mother wasn't standing up for herself. I don't know, he had so much control over my mother. It was pathetic. Low life human being like ever met in my whole life. But anyway, I just said screw it, and it was like between my senior year, yeah, it was like my senior year, and then like maybe 2 years later, yeah, I was like probably 21 or 22. I was like, screw this shit. I moved into a rooming house, very young, and I didn't want her boyfriend to know where I was living, but then I let my mom come to my house, but not her boyfriend, because he literally was like in my face like this, screaming in my face and breathing on me and backing me up into a dresser in my room. So I got the hell out of there. And well, what happened was I was winding up sleeping in doorways. Yeah, I was just like in high school, like just staying with friends. And then I got into that rooming house thing. I was just all over the place. I was like homeless, like sleeping on people's couches and stuff like that. My mom was homeless, living in hotels. I was living in hotels, doorways, or like hallways. Like I like sleeping like. I got mixed up and started like going and like hanging around with old men. It was messed up, and they tried to touch me, all that kind of thing. And then I somehow, like, I don't remember like where she was, but like somehow I was like in contact with her. I don't remember how, but I was telling her my situation. She's like, "Oh, you could stay at my house." She lived in like the farmhouse that had like those like kind of like farmhouse rooms or something. It was like weird. You went up the stairs and there was like all these like row rooms and stuff. And then like her father was rebuilding the other side. I don't know, it was weird. But now the house isn't there. It's actually knocked down. They knocked the house down. It's like no longer there. I mean they had a mechanic garage, so he fixed brakes or something, and that part is still there. But the house itself is actually knocked down now. They demolished it. It was so disgusting, really. But I was like, well, okay. And I trusted the girl because she knew my brother. And I think that's, well, you know what I mean? I knew her from my brother, but, like, I haven't seen her in a long time, so, like, I got caught up with her again or something. And, anyway, one night she was just taking all of my money. Whatever money I got, she just took every dime of it. I had to get, food stamps, or snaps, whatever you call it. I had to get that, and I was actually on disability, and she took my SSI, and she was just completely taking advantage of me. And I was at the bar, or somehow I wasn't giving, like, I knew what she was like pulling, like she wouldn't, she was trying to take all my money. So I lied and said I only got a certain amount, so like I gave that to her, and she took that money, obviously. And then then I was at the bar hanging out with my friends, and then like I said, I got caught up with that older guy. Oh, my one friend wasn't at the bar, or I was looking for him and he wasn't there. And the one dude, the brothers, I used to hang out with them, whatever, and they were older than me too. A lot of the men were older than me, but I went and I was like hanging out with that dude because I knew them from the other people, and what happened was, he's like, "Oh, I'll give you a ride," but I was so drunk. I did have a drinking problem. I was like so screwed up. I had a drinking problem, and I was taking sleeping pill. I was just all messed up. But anyway, he drove me back to the girl's house. And I'm like, well, I have to. I went upstairs. And then, or not upstairs, I'm sorry. I mean, I went up the stairs to, like, go into the house, and I'm like, well, I was like, I'm just gonna run in and go to the bathroom, and I was gonna grab, I forget what the hell I went there for. But, what happened was, he went in their house, well, there's a doorway, and then the stairs went up to where I slept, and then I had to go to the other side of the house to use the restroom. So that was the part that was being rehabbed or something. So I had to cut through there. Because the bathroom that I did, well, at night I would use that bathroom, but during the day I would use their bath. I don't know, it was weird. But, they weren't home. Or they weren't home, and they stayed on that one side. But the dum-dums left the door open. They left the door unlocked. So, to their section of the building, of the house. Where everything else was being rebuilt, so it was just open. Or, I don't know. It was just a weird situation. So what he wound up doing, and then the upstairs obviously was open because it was like, you just walked straight up or something. But what he wound up doing was stealing my stuff and her stuff. Like, he robbed their house and robbed my stuff too. I didn't know because it was in the bathroom. So, like, I come out, and he's outside. I never knew he was in the house. So, I mean, I didn't know he was in the house late to after it happened. So, and then I'm like, I went in the car with him, and then we went to, like, a hotel. Well, he had me, whatever. It was, we went to a hotel to do some stuff. And, men and women stuff, not stuff like you think. To party, whatever. But like I said, we don't judge people on my channel. But we went to party, and because whatever. That was a really, really horrible time. You have to understand, it was a really, 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 really horrible time for me. Because I wasn't talking to my mother, I wasn't communicating, it was really screwed up, right? It was just a screwed up time. But anyway, so, he brought me back in the morning, and she's like, you fucking bitch, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? I'm like, she's like, you're not what? You get out of here, you're not welcome. I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, you stole my stuff, you stole his, and then she had another guy, well, okay. This is what it was. This dude, Ralph, was dating me. He was a pit crew for race cars. And she was jealous because she was trying to have an affair on her husband. That's what this whole thing is. Getting to. If you know what I'm saying. If you're a woman and you know what I'm saying. She wanted that guy, but she was fooling around with him, and then he started fooling around. He was with me, so she was pissed off. That whole jazz stuff, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I was taking her stuff, you know what I mean? Not literally, but her man, or her second lover, whatever you want to call him. He's a jerk in my book. But anyway, back to that. Because if I go ranting on that, dude, it's really sick. She was claiming I stole his money because he was supposed to go to Florida or some crap. I'm like, I have no idea what the frig you're talking about. I said, but you can't throw me out because my stuff is upstairs, and all that. Not knowing that he stole my stuff. Okay, he took, like, jewelry and shit from me. So, I didn't know. So I go to the police station. I'm not going to say what town. I go to the police station. And I'm saying to them, she's stealing my stuff. She's throwing me out. I had to file a complaint. Then, she gets her complaint. she turns around and files a complaint against me for stealing her stuff. But, want to know the whole cake and the whole thing? Her dad fixes all of the police cars in the town. So guess what? Buddies with the chief of police. And let's not do an investigation. Let's just target you. Okay? Let's make you the robber. Let's not listen to anything that you have to say, even though your mom works for a police department in that town that you came from, okay? And I also worked for that same police department right after high school. Okay, but I'm gonna steal stuff. Okay, I'm gonna steal her stuff and my stuff, and then take the kicker, guys. He stole a 400-pound generator. I'm 5'1". And at the time, I was 92 pounds. So, like, how am I supposed to lift that up? Okay. But I stole it. Okay. Same crap that the other girl did, only with something else. The other girl that I was talking about in that other video. Okay. So anyway, they didn't do an investigation. They just came right after me. Then I said I could show you where the guy lives. I could show you that he was taking his mom's car out. Because he was taking care of his mother. Something like that. And then I got letters, went like that, over their head, didn't care. They had their suspect, ooh, wow, good police work. Don't investigate nothing. Anyway, let me see, yeah, so that was that whole thing. That's what I'm saying, 2 people screwed me over and stabbed me in the back. Then, we went to the whole court thing. And guess who had to pay a fine of $400? Me. And then my mother passed away right after that, in 99. And I went in getting, I went into like a sort of like a shelter, homeless prevention. I'm cold suddenly. That was like blowing right on me. I wonder if it's getting cooler out. Anyway, yeah, so that was like that whole thing, and like, that's what I'm saying, like, that was so humiliating. Like, both these things that just recently happened are so humiliating. I don't know why anybody would broadcast that they were in jail, kept going in and out of jail like that. Like, okay. But anyway, so that's my story. My funny story / telling you about the other things. But, like I said, I'm not trying to judge you guys. I just thought it was a funny thing. That, like, people go to jail, they want to do stuff. Oh, well, I can't. How do I know it wasn't like my scenario where he was wrong, like caught up with people that want to just be idiots. But that's that. So that's my story, and I just wanted to share that with you. And I'm sorry if this video is long, but thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you like these story times, I got a lot of stories about a lot of idiots. So, a lot of funny things, a lot of different stories I have. So, let me know. Okay? Thank you.